All right, good afternoon, class. I got a question for you guys. Soul food, right? Y'all heard of it before, right? Who doesn't love it? What's the primary basis of soul food? Fried chicken. Now, there can be some great things about fried chicken. Of course, we all love it, but there's some disadvantages for fried chicken as well. So, we're here today to talk about the origin of fried chicken, the preparation of fried chicken, and as well as the history of it, and as well as the disadvantages of prolonged eating of fried chicken as well. So first off, let's start with the history of fried chicken. Let's get into some facts. According to CNN, the first printed recipe for fried chicken was in 1824. Now this recipe was formed from a woman named Mary Randolph, a distant cousin of Thomas Jefferson, and the title of the book was called The Virginian Housewife. So, from my knowledge, I always thought that soul food came from, my ancestors and my people. But it really came out from a woman that enslaved slaves. So that's how the history of fried chicken came about. And then through ancestry and all the good stuff, that's how it ended up becoming so popularized in the African American culture. So now fried chicken is so commercialized and so capitalized off of from major corporations such as Popeyes, KFC, and as well as churches. I mean, there's millions of fried chicken places out there, so I'm sure you can find a chicken place near you anywhere. So let's talk about the preparation of fried chicken. So mainly the original way to fry chicken is you would take some canola oil right here, and then you would take flour and your favorite seasoning, salt or any type of seasoning, and basically you would coat the chicken. And as you coat the chicken, you're going to preheat your oil to 350 degrees and get that up to temperature. So as soon as you have your oil up to temperature, then you're going to simply just deep fry your chicken until it's done. So roughly about 10-15 minutes, depending on the chicken, it should be done. So the different types of fried chicken and different cultural variations, the largest two are Southern fried chicken and as well as Korean fried chicken. My favorite, Korean fried chicken, you can't go wrong with it. It's awesome. Alrighty, now the bad part. Let's talk about the disadvantages of eating fried chicken too long, or any fried food too long. Let's talk about blood pressure. High blood pressure, y'all. Nothing to play about, no joke. Secondly, let's talk about the high cholesterol intake as well, and as well as it's a leader of stroke. So let's get into some facts. According to Dr. Buckingham, there are 5 main effects from prolonged eating usage of fried foods: elevated cholesterol, weight gain, type 2 diabetes, change in mood, and also an increase of death. Yeah, an increase. I want to stay here as long as I could. So that leads me to get into a story real quick. So not too long ago, I was doing, my thing usually, just frying some chicken up for the family. And later on that night, I noticed I had like a heartburn. So normally I just thought it was nothing, so I didn't treat it anything serious. Later on that morning, I had to go to the emergency room, and it turns out that it was a slight form of colitis. And basically colitis is an rupture in your intestine, in your large intestine. So if not treated, it can get severely worse and lead to ulcerative colitis and also lead to death as well. So while I'm in the hospital, we had to get that treated and everything. So they gave me some antibiotics and everything to coat my stomach. So luckily everything was okay, and we had to go back and take medicine. But after I took the medicine, we were okay. So what did we learn from that lesson? Instead of deep frying now, we now have a new best friend, y'all. The air fryer. Get to know it. It's going to be your best friend. Trust me. The advantages of an air fryer is it uses no oil and it's virtually oil free. So basically all you have to do is just use this. Get one of my handy props together for you. Use some cooking spray, 1 or 2 sprays of it, and you're good to go, versus using a whole bunch of canola oil that's not good for you anyway, that's full of saturated fats for you. Another way to cook chicken, or another way to cook any kind of product in, you definitely want to go ahead and invest in some coconut oil. Obviously, I got the biggest one because I got it from Costco, so if anybody shops there, they have big stuff there. And also some extra virgin olive oil. That's really good for cooking as well, and it's more healthy for you in the long run. So if anything you take from this, fried foods for a long time, definitely not good for you. So try to switch it up and eat less fried foods, and if anything, put more foods on the grill or any kind of way, but please do not fry your food. Soul food is good for your soul, but it's not good for your soul. All right, y'all.